opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Oubre in at the 3. Now here's Adams. Gallinari outside. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Paul. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
And Booker kicks to Oubre. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. No good from Booker. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. The finish and the dunk by Booker.
Boy, terrific hands in anticipation. Rubio kick starts the break.
Paul passes to Dort. Ayton with it. Now defended by Adams. Here's Johnson. Chris Paul grabs the miss. The Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Gallinari against Rubio. Over in the corner, Paul. On the top of the key, and the jumper is on the mark.
Well, Paul can be consistent from that part of the floor. Defenses should know you can't allow his mid-range game to start cooking.
Now here's Johnson. Ayton kicks to Booker. Rubio right side. Back to Booker. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 6. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Adams' shot is good.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Ball against Rubio. And there's the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Booker. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Booker. Keeps it alive. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
Here's Paul after the Suns pick up 2. Adams. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Booker dishes to Ayton. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
This guy is such an intelligent basketball player who understands how to read defenses and make them react. Go to work, DeAndre Ayton.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Now Schroeder, plenty of space. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Jerome, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Well, you can see he's an improving defensive presence, right? DeAndre Ayton has got to commit and
at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Phoenix ahead. They lead by 3. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing us.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
and a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Diallo. Adams is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ferguson in at the small forward position.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from three-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They trail by 7. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. Here's Jerome. And he converts the layup. Jerome's got the lead up to 9 now for Phoenix.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Schroeder. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Well, Schroeder is 6'1" with a thin frame, but make no mistake, he's got balance and the ability to play through contact.
Jerome passes to Bridges. At the top of the key, Baines. Back to Bridges. From downtown, it's hauled in by Diallo. Thunder trailing by 7. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
To the inside. Here's Baines. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Baines has got 4 this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Schroeder dishes to Noel. It's good.
How about that show of strength from Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
Carter with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Carter drives in. Baines against Noel. And Saric kicks to Bridges. The three-pointer no good. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. It's a 5-point game. Ferguson, the pass to Diallo. And here is Muscala out to the right wing. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Back to Schroeder. From the line. And Baines pulls it down. Suns leading by 5. And now the Suns a fast break. Count it. Carter's got his first basket of the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Muscala with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And here is Bridges. Baines passes to Carter. And there's Bridges on the assist by Carter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
To the left side wing. Back to Schroeder. It's good.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
Suns leading by 7. Carter with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Carter's got 5 points in the quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Saric against Noel. Here's Muscala. And Baines pulls it down. Now, here's Bridges. Here's Baines. And so it's the Phoenix Suns.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Devin Booker had it going on in the first quarter. He had 9 points and 1 steal.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the 2nd dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
And he lays it straight in. Rubio's got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
Passes it to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And Phoenix making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Thunder trailing by 10. Paul for 3. Booker pulls it in. Sun shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Rubio the pass to Ayton. Now here's Rubio. He's guarded closely. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
And stolen by Ayton. Now, Kaminsky feeds it to Rubio. Gallinari brings the double team. Kaminsky the pass to Ayton. But three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Ball left side. They get it back.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. That's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Saric is checked in for Phoenix. Carter comes in for Ricky Rubio. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. The drive by Booker. That one, no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Gallinari down low. He's guarded by Kaminsky. It's stolen by Saric. Booker in the corner. He's looking for Saric and finds him.
What I love is the aggressiveness of Dario Saric, making sure he leaves no doubt.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed. To have your jersey hanging up in an arena, that was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Diallo's checked in. Over to the left wing. Now, here is Muscala. Covered by Saric. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there, trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Ricky Rubio comes in for Carter. Rubio with it.
And Devin Booker in the third year of that 5-year, $158 million contract, coming off his first All-Star selection and his most efficient scoring season. Man, it's hard to imagine what's coming next.
I think, Greg, he's desperate to make the playoffs, right? He's doing his part. He's improving on the defensive end. He's been an eye-popping scorer throughout the early part of his career. Now it's all about can he create team success.
For Oklahoma City, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
You know, I think one of the important things for Dennis Schroeder is to keep trying to become more and more efficient. Let his offense come naturally and improve as a distributor.
And Phoenix making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Schroeder dishes to Noel. Ferguson's shot is good.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Booker looking around. Kicks to Rubio. Back to Booker. Rubio in the corner. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here is Muscala. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Gallinari finds Schroeder. They get the rebound. Noel. And so it's Phoenix up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. A perimeter tandem, Ferguson and Gallinari. Mike Muscala out there with Noel. And it's Schroeder in at the point. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Phoenix leading by 12. Rubio left side. Yep, that one goes. Rubio's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Suns. Here's Ferguson. Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Ferguson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Gallinari wide open and too long on the shot.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Bridges, no one around him. Off target with his 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And that one's good. Noel.
But Danilo Gallinari, obviously much more known as a scorer, but how about the court vision there?
Here's Rubio. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rubio's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Pass to Ferguson. Here's Schroeder. He dishes it to Noel. Gallinari in the corner. Shoots over Baines. Here's Muscala. The pass to Noel. Here's Ferguson. Defended by Bridges. Here's Noel. Rubio with the rebound. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
And Muscala kicks to Ferguson. To the wing on the left. Schroeder with the ball. Bridges covering. Pass to Schroeder. Goes up at the stripe. Jerome with the rebound. Suns leading by 16. The feed now to Rubio. Over Gallinari. Baines passes to Bridges. Rubio against Gallinari. Pass to Jerome. Lets it go with a 3. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Schroeder, Baines with the block. Pass to Rubio. Shoots over Schroeder. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got his 4th rebound in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, 6'11" Nerlens Noel, so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
Jerome passes to Baines. Out to the right wing. Inside. Now the pass to Jerome. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 18.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Suns.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
To the paint. It's tipped. Fires for 3. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good on that one. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Schroeder against Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Jerome passes to Baines. Bridges with it. Back to Baines. Bucket's good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA. D.A.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
They're such a great reflection of their coach. Thanks, D.A. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with Russell, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Now here's Towns. That shot missing. Adams, some nice D. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And now the Timberwolves on the break. There's the lob to Towns. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
Adams outside. Out to Gallinari. Beasley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
No good on that one. And Minnesota now the other way.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
You got to cut off these lanes if you're the D. When Towns spots one, he's coming through full force.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dishes it to Gallinari. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Paul. A second chance effort. Adams finds Paul. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, that's a sweet spot for Paul. That zone between the arc and the paint might be his favorite. A career 50% two-point shooter.
Here's Russell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Paul. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Paul's got his second bucket of the game to go.
So creative right there. Paul's fantastic at finding ways to get inside and capitalize, whether it's him or a teammate.
Towns kicks to Hernangomez. Beasley inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. Thunder trailing by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D.
Gilgeous-Alexander up there. So dynamic as a finisher.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Beasley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Beasley, the pass to Towns. Knocks it loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And it's Paul penetrating. That ties the game. Paul's got 6.
Just can't say enough about how much of the game Chris Paul sees, exploiting every single hole in defense, and an excellent penetrator.
Here's Beasley. Thunder with the rebound. 52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Paul dishes to Gallinari. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Paul. Shot clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Gilgeous Alexander's got the ball.
You combine a lot of things with Gilgeous Alexander. He's got speed and length and growing in terms of his basketball IQ.
Down low. Towns down low. Adams on him. And that one's good. Towns. He's got 10.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Gilgeous Alexander laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Gilgeous Alexander becoming more and more comfortable where he can score on the floor.
For three, Beasley. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been... And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, you know.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Ferguson. Muscala is out there at Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the shooting guard. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Diallo. They get the rebound and the rejection by Noel. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
Schroeder, one of those guys who likes to change speeds on the floor and uses it to great effectiveness.
Now here's Colvin. He's guarded by Schroeder. Swiped it away. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. From 12 feet out, count it. Schroeder's got 6 in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Noel passes to Layman, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Both shots good from the stripe. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Muscala dishes to Noel. To the middle. Here's Schroeder. Goes back up. Noel passes to Schroeder. Shoots over Colvin. They shoot again. Ferguson for 3. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Just 5 on the clock. And Noel kicks to Diallo. Ferguson for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Noel passes to Reed, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Noel. Gallinari comes in for Mike Muscala. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Diallo. Now here's Schroeder. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up to the stripe. It's good. that basket. He's now 5 for 9.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, he sort of glides around the court and suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul. So that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game. Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. Dort's checked in, and Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Johnson. Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And I think Shea Gilgeous-Alexander knows that this is an assist play in the making. Finds the open man.
Here's Russell. The kick out to Towns. Beasley dishes to Towns. Outside Russell. Tries yet again. Good on the shot. Russell's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting just about anywhere.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. He's got a clear path. Here's a Kogi. Finished off the break. And now it's just a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Here's Dort. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Paul. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Got it up. The shot. No good. So that'll be it for the... Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander was the man in the first. He had... That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Paul. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernangomez in at the power forward. Paul outside. Here's Dort. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 4. Throws it up high. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Paul right side. The 19-foot shot. Towns with the steal. Goes up, and Towns throws it down.
And how about Towns' activity level there? Sensing an opportunity and going for it on the steal.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. Paul looking over the floor. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Evans kicks to Hernangomez. And finished off by Hernangomez.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
No, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Now here's Adams. Paul with the ball. Beasley covering. Kept alive. Here's Adams. No good with the layup.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
The Thunder with the lead. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Gallinari. Beasley against Paul, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Timberwolves trail by 4.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Adams right side, and he gets the bucket, and now a 6-point Thunder lead.
Now, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Paul outside. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Paul's got the lead up to 9 now for Oklahoma City. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
The Thunder leading by 9. Paul outside. Fires from the wing. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Beasley left side. He can't get that one, and Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win. And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Count that bucket. Beasley's got 6.
And you can see Beasley's athleticism as he's out in the open court getting it done.
To the inside, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Thunder lead by 9. And time for the short break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Ferguson out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Diallo in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Schroeder looking over the floor. Pass to Muscala. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 7-point differential. And then Culver with the dunk.
And that attacking mindset, when Culver sees an opportunity like that, he just grabs it.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Russell high post. Diallo's there. Russell passes to Reed. He kicks it to Culver. Inside, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Dennis Schroeder. First free throw is good. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Noel's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Now here's Diallo. Schroeder, left side. Noel passes to Muscala. Here's Schroeder. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Well, fighting through some defense right there. Schroeder showing some offensive confidence right now.
Here's Russell, and the rejection by Noel. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Russell. And the jumper from down low is good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The Thunder leading by 3. Diallo kicks it over to Schroeder. And the Thunder another 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Outside, Russell. He dishes it to Johnson. Tries again. Pass to Reed. And it's Russell in the corner. Passes it to Reed. And it's Noel with the rebound. On offense, here are the Thunder. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Muscala kicks to Ferguson. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Back to Noel. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Over Reed. 5 to shoot. No good there off the double clutch.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Russell. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Ferguson. The rebound by the Timberwolves. It's Russell with the drive. Yes, that goes in.
Well, D'Angelo Russell not scared of the big moment.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Right wing. Schroeder against Russell. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got 7 points for the quarter.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Right side, Russell. There's the pass to Reed. Back to Russell. Lays it up and banks it in. That's 10 points for D'Angelo Russell.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Diallo inside. Back to Schroeder. Over Russell. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shots good by Noel. Now just a 2-point Thunder lead.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
You remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
The Timberwolves have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Russell passes to Reed. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
And the Thunder with some changes. Alinari, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Diallo. And Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Spellman. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. You can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. And it's off from 3-point range. A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
Johnson, the pass to Okogie. Pass to Spellman. Down low to tie it up. Ooh, offline. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That one drops. He ties it up.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Here's Paul. Can't cash in.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Beasley with the bounce pass. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. What a show they put on here at home. It's the NBA on two. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin,
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And for the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. And here's Booker from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there, just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
And here's Rubio. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. Booker the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Booker's got 5 now.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Rubio against Russell. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Rubio. Booker outside. Rubio against Russell. And the rejection by Towns. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And it's the Suns with the ball. Shot clock at 3. And it's Oubre off the drive. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here are the Timberwolves.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills, too.
And Phoenix turns it over again. The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Russell dishes to Towns. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. And Lehman subbed in for Josh Okogie. Now, here is Russell. He feeds it to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got 6.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Booker outside. Feeds it to Ayton. And the rejection by Towns. Oubre kicks to Rubio. Kicks it out to Johnson. 4 on the clock. From deep 3-point range, Rubio misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns, a fast break, knocked away. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Johnson with the block, and he gets it back. Oubre, right side. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And it's Beasley in the corner. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beasley. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Noel's checked in. And Culver's subbed in for Russell. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. with the steal. Here's Noel. Another shot. Culver passes to Johnson. Johnson draws the double. The kick out to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. It's good.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Boy, despite his youth, I love the attitude Towns has because it's infectious, and he seems to have the attributes of a genuine leader.
Carter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns. The Suns have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Noel passes to Towns. Here's Lehman. Passes it to Noel. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Okobo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Carter looking around. Pass to Baines. Off with the layup.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
How many fans do I got for the love of the culture?
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Jerome in at the point. And here are the Suns now. Bridges with it. Misses in close. Bridges with the steal. Over to the wing. Back to Carter. Takes a 3. No good there. And Minnesota now the other way. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Towns. Does not get it. Third miss. He's made 4 from the field. Carter, the pass to Saric. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Towns trying to get open. Reed misses. The Suns leading. Bridges passes to Baines. Carter kicks to Bridges. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end. Now, that's where you like your shots to come from.
For Minnesota, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Beasley outside. Russell left side. Stolen away. Here's Carter. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And they double up Russell. Pass to Okogie. Sharge grabs the board. Sharge has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint, here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Layman, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. 1:39 left to play in the first half. Booker the pass to Rubio. Back to Booker. The layup off target.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Rubio left side. Oubre outside. Tipped away. 1:07 left in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Layman, covered by Oubre. Layman kicks to Hernan Gomez. Back to Layman. Out to Russell. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Johnson can't hit. Phoenix leading by 3. Here's Oubre. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Beasley finds Johnson. Kaminsky with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. And they're running. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
Russell inside, covered by Rubio. And that one, good. Russell's got his second basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now the pass to Kaminsky. No good on the last second attempt there. And that'll... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got Towns, Malik Beasley out there with Russell, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. Beasley against Booker. Now the feed to Ayton. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Now, here is Russell. He has 6. Back to Towns for the lead. Rubio with the rebound. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. They lead by 1. Ayton can't get it to fall. The Timberwolves shooting the ball at 42%. To the middle. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Booker left side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Booker's got 9.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
Russell against Rubio. Kicks it out to Beasley. And the layup is good.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's a Kobe, covered by Rubio. Beasley inside. Johnson's there. To the right side. For the lead. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skill.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Now, here's Culver. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Noel. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And that one is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Booker, right side. He feeds it to Baines. Yep, it counts.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
Johnson, the pass to Layman, doubled by Bridges. Snatched away. And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. Timberwolves trail by 5. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Baines. And Layman pulls it down. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Culver with it. Charges there. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Jerome. Banked in off the glass.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Noel passes to Reed, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Bridges kicks to Baines. Back to Bridges. Goes back up. Can't get the layup. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Suns lead by 3. And we'll get it going after this from... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Inside, Saric and Baines. Devin Booker out there with Carter. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Launches a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got 5 rebounds tonight.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Malik Beasley comes in for Culver. And for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Kelly Oubre comes in for Saric. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Booker. Up top, Rubio. He's guarded by Russell. Bridges, no one around him. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Russell looking around. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Kicks to Towns. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Boy, he can really punish you inside. I mean, Towns has the size and the move, which make him hard to handle in and around the paint.
To take the lead, and it's Beasley. That time in the assist by Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end. Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Outside, Russell. Towns finds Russell. Takes it off the glass.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Carter, the pass to Rubio. Back to Carter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's good from Carter. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Suns. Booker comes in for Ricky Rubio. Both good from the line that time. Here's Evans. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Noel. Defended by Booker. Basket counts. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Booker looking around. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
Here's Noel. A second chance effort. He takes it up and plays it in. Noel's got his first points in this one. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
On the wing, Booker, defended by Towns. Tries it from 19. Offensive rebound.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. to the paint. Here's Towns. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
Now here's Booker. He's tightly guarded. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Johnson, he's checked in for Juan Hernan-Gomez. Here's Noel. Feeds it to Towns. And stolen by Booker. Here's Oubre. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Noel. He's covered by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, he would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Stolen by Rubio. They're running. Here's Booker. Yes!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Noel passes to Towns. Shoots the 3. Rubio with the rebound. The 3 from Johnson. Misses the shot. So the Suns win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
Welcome, everybody, to another. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Johnson, a wide open look. Off target from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And here they come. Booker with no one around. No good on the triple. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Dort passes to Adams. Here's Dort. So here's Gallinari. He's guarded by Johnson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Paul. No good off the back of the rim. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
The Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Inside and taken away by Paul. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And Adams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. For the 3. Again, the miss by Paul.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Booker outside. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
You talk about a guy who's exceeded expectations coming in. Booker looks like the real deal.
Poked loose and stolen by Ayton. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Rubio dishes to Ayton. Down low. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Gallinari. Adams in the high post. Pass to Dort. Ball against Rubio. Second shot opportunity. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Now, this is a comfort zone for Chris Paul. That mid-range game, you better guard it.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. 1:22 left to play in the first. And Ayton throws it down.
And right there you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And now the Suns a fast break. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Paul. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Oklahoma City called for the foul.
I'll tell you, for a center, the big man has got excellent touch at the free throw line.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Ayton hits them both. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Ferguson. And here's Diallo. Now Schroeder. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
We're talking about a guy who's got incredible length. Nerlens Noel doing work on the glass.
Carter outside. He feeds it to Ayton. It's hauled in by Diallo. Thunder trailing by 7. Ferguson the pass to Muscala. Diallo inside. Defended by Carter. Out to the right wing. Here's Schroeder. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
When Dario is working this hard on the defensive end, it's key because his activity can make a real difference.
When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP.
The guys on the team already tell me.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, Muscala is out there with Ferguson. Then it's Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the shooting guard. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And a missed layup.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Schroeder surveying the floor. 6 to shoot.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg, but he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the score by Phoenix. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Carter outside. And the 3 off target.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And it's Schroeder missing.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Thunder trailing by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
For Phoenix, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Jerome. He can't get that one to fall. And the Thunder going the other way now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That's foul number 2 for him. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous Alexander comes in for Diallo. Now here's Schroeder. 6 points for him. And the shot goes down. Schroeder's got 8 here in the quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Booker draws the double. Rubio outside. Bridges, no one around him. Off target from 3-point range.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Schroeder against Bridges. Ferguson for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. Booker dishes to Bridges. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Schroeder outside. 1:06 left here in the second. Ferguson, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Booker with it. Fast break, here come the Suns. Rubio's got the ball.
Oh, when he gets out into the open court, Rubio is a very tough cover.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Thunder. They trail by 9 points. Here's Ferguson, defended by Bridges. Here's Schroeder. Here's Noel. The Thunder with another miss. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Booker. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
But just tremendous concentration by Booker. Defense tries to bully him, but he stays completely locked and loaded.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The drive by Rubio. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Good hard drive by Rubio. He can really turn on the Jets.
Schroeder kicks to Ferguson. A 3 ball. Doesn't go that time. That'll do it for the first half. Suns lead by 11. It's time now to go. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Out in front of the half is Phoenix. They lead by 11. And over to Shaq. What a... And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Here's Rubio. Steven Adams making his last shot. On the wing, Booker. A step-back shot here. Drained for 2 points. Booker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Ball against Rubio. Another shot outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari wide open, and it's off from 3-point range. Suns leading by 11.
And Doris, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you were talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Muscala, he's checked in for the Thunder. Diallo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, the big man drives on the interior, showing some nice agility on that take.
To the inside. It's tipped. Here's Oubre. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Oubre's got 5.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Here's Sharch. He gets it in there. And the Suns lead by 18.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Paul looking around. Now, here is Muscala. Covered by Sharch. The pass to Paul. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 6.
Well, Gallinari a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
Sharch outside. Pass to Jerome. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second-half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Paul with the 3. .112 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Muscala. Back to Johnson. Inside. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Ayton, he's checked in for Johnson. Thunder trailing by 18. Oubre with the steal. That drive by Carter, and it goes down 2 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. With the shot, here's Ferguson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ferguson's got his first 2 points.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Sharch has the open look, and it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds in this game. Gallinari with it. Now guarded by Sharch. Here's Muscala. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Danilo Gallinari very content to find his teammates.
And here's Carter. Sharch outside. Lays it up off the glass. Sharch has got 4 points this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Phoenix leading by 18. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander, they're up in the backcourt. Ferguson out there with Noel. And it's Adams in at center. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Ayton against Noel. Now here's Adams. He's covered closely. Here's Schroeder. They get it back, and it's Adams on the follow.
Boy, I love how hard Steven Adams works on the boards. Excellent timing for that putback.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. From 10 feet out, no good from Booker. Thunder trailing by 16. Now here's Schroeder. At the elbow, Adams. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Ayton. To the paint. Here's Bridges. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
After winning 2 championships in college at Villanova before turning pro, I think Mikal Bridges has the next championship in his sights. That's an NBA title.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams, the pass to Ferguson. Back to Adams. And he banks in the layup. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
There is a persistence about Steven Adams. Quality defense will not deter this guy if he wants to score. Nice finish.
Now, here's Rubio. The dish now to Booker. Here's the 3. Here's Ayton. He kicks it to Baines. Booker outside for 3. That's tipped. Thunder trailing by 15. Ayton with it. Now guarded by Noel. Here's Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Yeah, Booker understands how to navigate his way to the paint, and he's not going to shy away from contact. Nicely done to pick up the foul.
For the Thunder, Dort's checked in, and Chris Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And the Suns also making a change. Carter's checked in. Noel finds Paul. Oklahoma City the rebound. Noel passes to Paul. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, you can't hesitate if you want to succeed in catch-and-shoot situations. Chris Paul's such a quick thinker.
Got a piece of it. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Noel. And Booker kicks to Ayton. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Baines pulls it down. Suns leading by 14. Oh, Ayton in position. It's stolen by Adams. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Ahead, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Ayton. Baines inside. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Suns.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Baisley. Pass to Burton. Schroeder with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Baisley, covered by Baines. The shot by Baisley, no good. Here's Bridges. Lays it up and banks it in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this. Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4-man position. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done. And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams, but this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Now, here is Russell, and he uses the glass on the layup.
So Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting from just about anywhere.
Paul passes to Adams. Back to Paul. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Paul against Russell. Leans inside. Good. He hits the jump shot. Paul's got 6 points.
So creative right there. Paul's fantastic at finding ways to get inside and capitalize, whether it's him or a teammate.
Beasley kicks to Russell. To the middle. Here's Hernan Gomez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Taking 2 shots. So he gets them both. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Adams finds Paul. Out to the wing. Out to Gallinari. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. The 10-footer, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Deceptive speed from Paul there. You never know what he's going to do.
Pass to Russell. Paul with the steal. Adams, the pass to Paul. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. From the arc. Rebound, Minnesota.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Russell kicks to Towns. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Shot clock at 5, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. James Johnson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Malik Beasley. And Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
It's his first trip to the line. At the line for your Timberwolves. And he makes the first. Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Nerlens Noel checks in for Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The drive by Schroeder. Dishes to Noel. Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. And that one drops for him.
Schroeder playing with some tenacity in this one. He is not letting the defense dictate where it is that he's going, and he's scoring through contact.
Here's Okogie. It's hauled in by Diallo. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Schroeder. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You can see how Schroeder's eyes get big whenever he has a chance like that. Surprising from the point guard position.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Thunder. Leading by 5. From past the arc. Rebound Minnesota. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Here's Noel. That one goes in.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a... Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some...
It sounds so generic to say we have fun.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the 2nd quarter. Mike Muscala out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the 2-guard spot. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Thunder leading by 3. Schroeder outside. Passes it to Muscala. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Diallo. Noel, no good. Noel's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Diallo inside. Here's Noel. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Johnson in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Culver.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. Kicks it to Noel. To the left wing. Here's Ferguson. And easy 2 points on the layup. Ferguson's got the lead back up to 5 now for Oklahoma City. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Diallo. Noel's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Schroeder looking around. Takes it from 10. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Johnson kicks to Culver. The pass to Reed. Over Noel. The putback. Culver. That one's not going to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Schroeder outside.
Come get it. Come get it.
Shoots over Culver. Minnesota with the rebound. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Johnson, and the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
Ferguson, the pass to Muscala. Pass to Ferguson. Kicks it out to Schroeder. And the basket is good.
And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
Now here's Johnson. He's covered by Muscala. Kicks it out to Johnson. To stop the drought, and the rejection by Noel. Here's Diallo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one's on Johnson.
Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Muscala. Molinari comes in for Terrence Ferguson. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Diallo. And it's Paul in for Dennis Schroeder. Russell dishes to Towns. Back to Russell. Right side Towns. Shoots over Adams. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Towns.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass. Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Good on the bucket. Russell's got his second bucket.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Paul looking around. Noel in the corner. Molinari passes to Paul. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Here's Russell. The rebound by Steven Adams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Chris Paul had a huge first quarter. He had 11 points and 1 steal. And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with Russell, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. Adams, and the rejection by Towns. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era But if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. A drive by Russell. He doesn't hit that one. Paul with the defensive effort. And Adams kicks to Paul. Over Russell. And it's Paul missing.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Okogie, the pass to Russell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Russell throughout the course of the game wants to constantly put pressure on the defense. He did so there.
The Timberwolves have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. James Johnson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Malik Beasley. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Chris Paul. Russell feeling it out a bit. Feeds to Towns. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Minnesota making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Offensive rebound. Towns. Basket good. Towns has got the lead up to 1 now for Minnesota.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big man who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
Schroeder finds Muscala. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Muscala. Out to Gallinari. Tries again. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Culver passes to Towns. Johnson outside. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more comfortable where he can score on the floor.
Here's Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. But they recover it. Layman pass to Towns. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Gallinari outside. 35 seconds left to play in the third. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Muscala.
It's awesome to see Gallinari get involved in the offense with a solid pass like that.
Culver passes to Towns. He kicks to Culver. Back to Towns. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right. And we've reached the end of the third. Minnesota on top. They lead by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Taking a look at the Thunder, they've got Nerlens Noel, Diallo out there with Paul, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Here's Paul. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Paul against Russell. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Thunder trailing by 3. Paul with the ball. Beasley covering. Passes it to Diallo. Down low. Beasley with the steal. Russell against Paul. Russell inside, and he makes good on the layup. Russell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
And not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Paul dishes to Adams. To the wing right side. To the left side wing. Here's Paul, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Well, you know CP3 can get others involved, but when he wants to score, he can do that too.
To the middle. Beasley left side. And there's the pass to Reed. Hernan Gomez down low. He's covered by Noel. Clock is at 3. Reed misses.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Paul kicks to Diallo. Another shot. Adams trying to free himself up, and Paul lays it in. Paul's got 6 in the quarter. Beasley with it. Diallo's there. And stolen by Diallo. To take the lead. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Noel. 21 points for Chris Paul.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Russell passes to Reed. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Diallo, and he gets it to go. Now it's a 3-point Thunder lead.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
It's Russell with the drive. Pass to Reed. Here's Okogie. Shot to stop the run. Reed, the second chance points on the tip in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip ins are easy to come by. Russell against Paul. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
And that is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands, delivered.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They trail by 3. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Chris Paul.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Alinari comes in for Nerlens Noel. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Diallo. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Ryan Saunders told his team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Devin, back to you.
Pass to Towns. Evans outside. Back to Towns. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Towns has got 20 points.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, and do you see Chris Paul sweating right now? I don't.
Omari Spellman has come in for the Timberwolves. And that one falls for Paul.
As big a basket as that was, the free throw probably even bigger. Now you've got a 2-possession lead all of a sudden.
It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. He dishes it to Gallinari. Paul outside. Adams down low. Evans is there. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. It drops.
Nice job catch and shoot there. Chris Paul making it look simple and caught the defense a little bit out of position.
Towns kicks to Evans. The kick out to Towns. Floats one up with the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Paul passes to Dort. Back to Paul. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Missed. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a... Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K's GA.
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at center. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Hernan Gomez against Johnson. Rubio taking his time here. Lays it up off the glass.
And, you know, with all due respect, hey, that's a mistake by the defense. You want to close off the lane and force Rubio to shoot from outside.
Towns up top. Now, here is Hernan Gomez to the left wing. Left block shot on the way. Russell, no luck. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. Booker finds Johnson, and the shot goes in.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now, here is Russell, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And here is Ayton. And the pass to Johnson. Back to Ayton. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the basket by Okogie.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now, here is Russell. Beasley inside, defended by Booker. Kicks it out to Beasley. Shot clock at 3. For 3, Okogie. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Beasley with it. Now defended by Oubre. Here's Towns. Goes back up. Pass to Okogie. Beasley left side. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Towns. Gets himself open and drills it.
Yeah, you know, the energy, the hustle, the length and reach, Towns using it all to perfection when he attacks the offensive glass.
Now, here's Rubio. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense in anticipation there to stop it. And finished off by Oubre.
An awesome distributor. Booker's floor awareness and understanding of when to dish it is a real weapon.
Now, here is Russell. No points in the game yet for him. Ayton, the pass to Booker. He dishes it to Johnson. He kicks it to Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling.
Ayton hits them both. Timberwolves trail by 8. Beasley inside. Pass to Reed. 14 feet away. Another miss by Minnesota.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Just displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. Phoenix on defense. Johnson, the pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Pocket 6. Can they get it? And the layup is up and in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
30 seconds left in the first quarter. And Ayton throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Reed. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Layman pass to Reed. Kicks it out to Johnson. Over Saric. Reed. It's good on the putback. Here's Ayton, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding up. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Colton. Layman is out there with Johnson. And it's Noel in at the two-guard spot. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Now, here's Bain. Following the missed shot by James Johnson. Back to Carter. 6 to shoot. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
It's stolen by Kaminsky. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in a fast break chance. The Suns shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy-up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
Rejected by Booker. To the inside. Here's Carter. Back to Bridges. It's stolen. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you.
Excellent footwork there. Booker so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
Now, here's Culver. Covered by Rubio. Out to Russell. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Towns for 3. Oubre pulls it in. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. Here's Hernan Gomez. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's his first foul. Saric is checked in for Aaron Baines. Russell passes to Towns. The shot missing. Phoenix leading by 13. Booker with no one around. Off target from outside. For Minnesota, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Russell against Saric. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Minnesota. Now, here's Rubio. He feeds it to Kaminsky. Kicks it out to Rubio. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's a Kogi. Great D that time from Oubre. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Phoenix no good that time either. And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game, so he makes his presence felt inside.
No good from Booker.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Now, here's Rubio. Defense is right there. Timberwolves trail by 11. Pass to Reed. Inside. Okogie, the pass to Noel. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. A nice shot by Carter.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Beasley dishes to Johnson. Misses from close range.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Jerome passes to Saric. It could go. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A tremendous start for DeAndre Ayton. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds, and
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. So it's the Timberwolves now. The Suns getting the bucket. Hernan Gomez finds Towns.
Well, I tell you what, really like the all-around ability of Towns. I mean, few centers in league history have been able to score in this many ways.
Now here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
A 3-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Russell looking around. Banked in off the glass. Russell's got 5 now.
You know, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and scoring instincts, though, are borderline elite.
And Ayton throws it down.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
And stolen by Ayton. Here we go, one-on-one. Johnson kicks to Rubio. Back to Johnson. Launches it. Connects from three-point range. He has 5. His son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Kaminsky comes in for Johnson. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed's checked in, and Culver's subbed in for Malik Beasley.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
Great positioning on the putback.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Suns leading by 17. Poked away. Oh, and here comes Culver all alone. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
So good to see Culver taking the initiative and to force the issue on the drive right there.
And at Texas Tech, Jared Culver operated as a lead guard. Is that a role he can fill at this level?
You know what, Greg? I think he's got the potential to. He's got excellent vision, good size, a really nice pace to his game. I think he can play some point, but he may be best suited as a secondary creator.
Here's Noel. Second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by Carter. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Phoenix gets called for the foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Sharch is checked in for Frank Kaminsky. He had a nice open look right there. Carter's got 8.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Now, here's Culver. Johnson, the pass to Reed. Count the basket. Reed's got 4 points this quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
To the paint and taken away by Johnson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Suns. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. The pass to Baines. Back to Carter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The Suns making a switch here. Booker's checked in. And a change for the Timberwolves. Russell's checked in. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
It's Russell with the drive. And good that time. Russell's got 10.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Carter outside. Back to Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
It's Carter, high post. He's got 12. Feeds it to Baines. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 3 assists in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's Phoenix. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see it. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. We've got Malik Beasley. James Johnson is out there with Lehman, and it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And the sheer muscle of 8. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
It's stolen by Johnson. And Booker kicks to Ayton. The feed to Johnson. Pass to Booker. Unloads from 9. And the Suns tack on 2 more. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Suns.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And the Suns making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Oubre on the wing. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 17. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Rubio. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, catching the defender slightly out of position that time. Rubio takes advantage. Now goes to the line.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Knocked loose. Kicks it out to Rubio. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Beasley outside. Over Booker. Another miss by Minnesota.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Lehman pass to Reed. Over Ayton. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Booker against Beasley. Back to Booker. Puts up a 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists in the game. And Beasley, here we go. Passes to Lehman. Kicks it out to Beasley. Pass to Reed. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Reed's got 10 points in just the second half.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by the Suns.
Here's Booker. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And how about the energy on the take from Booker? The defense looking helpless to stop him. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Phoenix.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishments.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
For three, Booker. Here's Ayton. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Ayton. Oubre outside. For three, Booker. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Johnson, the pass to Reed. Comes up empty down low. So it's the Suns winning easily here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a